started yet. Starting in a few minutes. All right. Oh, it's shamanemi. I don't know. I had seen a video earlier in regards to me doing a recording video. I'm sorry I haven't been around. Like yesterday, I wasn't feeling too good, so I didn't do any videos yesterday. But today I'm back. Still a bit sore throat, a bit of a cough. So you have to bear with me. Drinking lots of water, trying to flush out whatever it is. What was it I was gonna say? Oh, I still have not heard anything from Champagne. So her 24-hour to be notifying or claiming her prize is over, and I am having to unfortunately go to the next draw. So the next winner at that draw was Jessica. So Jessica, if you're listening, feel free to comment or to claim your prize. I know you're really looking forward to that, so I guess they worked in your favor. So I've been kind of not feeling 100%, so I've just kind of been taking it easy. As you can tell, my throat's a little bit raspy, so if you can't hear me very well, that's because of that. But if you can hear me, then let me know. Oh, Magical Gaming, long time no see. We haven't seen you in a few days. How's it going? Are you feeling meh? That's okay. No, we haven't really done a whole lot over the last couple of days because I have been, kind of get this flu before it gets me, right? So we're gonna start doing what I do normally when I prepare for my sessions with a smudge, and I'm gonna light a little extra smudge because I've been feeling some really bizarre energy going around, so we just want to get some more balance within that. So we are going to light 2 smudges today. This one's actual medicine, like real put together by myself. I've done this so many times, it's not even funny. But I actually like add my own incenses and things to it. Like the smell. Rosemary. There's rosemary. There's evergreen. There's sweetgrass. There's sage. There's one other thing I can't remember, but I like to make my own. I usually sometimes have to go and buy some, but I definitely want to get some smudge sticks coming in. I have a relative in Alberta that's going to be sending some buffalo grass, which is a really nice to use as a smudge as well. And you can only find that in Alberta, in the area that she lives in. So we're just going to get these little guys going here a bit. Okay, so we're going to smudge everything. So yeah, so that's been, I haven't really been doing much. Just looking after the newborn little babies that we have. Mom's being a pain in the ass. She doesn't want to be there, and then she does want to be there, and she's freaking out because they run out of the bed and she can't find them all and corral them all together. So we listen to her cry, and then coming out here and crying, and like she's lost, like it's the end of the earth type thing for her. But she came out. We had the babies out here playing in the living room earlier, and she came out and she wouldn't leave them alone. She wanted to take them back to the bed. So there's one that I think has the personality of one that I had before. That's kind of has some residual energy when it was here. So I'm just gonna smudge at the same time we're talking. He used to do the same traits that the new one that came along that has the same similar kind of a little bit different marking. So we're calling it monkey number 2. So there was one monkey before we called him monkey, because we didn't want him to be like a monkey, but he used to play on this cat post, and it used to be like, I don't know, it was about 6 feet tall, and he used to run up and down and swing around on like a monkey. There's an actual YouTube video of it. I don't know where it is, which one it was, on one of my accounts that I lost access to conveniently. Having to have that two-step verification. Don't recommend putting two-step verification as far as Google is concerned on your accounts, because it'll you can lock yourself out, like apparently I did. So with that, we're going to smudge the cards. So I want to say, hey, how was your week been, Magical Gaming? I haven't seen you at all. Daisy and them should be coming in shortly. They usually are a little bit late to the party, but that's okay. No, so we haven't really been doing a whole lot. I'm going to be updating some information at the end of this video, so stay tuned for the update. You're all going to be rather shocked at what this channel is going to be doing in less than, I believe it is, Wednesday is the full moon. So we're probably doing it Saturday. There's an event coming up that some people do know about it, that have seen the videos and have heard about it. Daisy will probably vamp everybody up to knowing what that event is. She's excited. I'm excited. Fuck, I'm like got goosebumps even thinking about it. But it's going to be one hell of an event that I don't think a lot of, I guess a lot of skeptics would want to tune into this one. I am going to do a couple of streams prior to that. I'm going to be having my computer up and running for tomorrow, so we get to hang out with the spirit box on the next live stream. Okay, so heads up on that one. The event is coming up on I don't even have a calendar in front of me right handy, but whatever Saturday, I have to check the forecast for that as well, because I don't want to be caught in the rain doing this. But if I had to, I would, kind of thing. But you're going to be wanting to share this information that I will tell you at the end of the video of the day, so that everybody gets it all tuned in at the same time. I don't know where Daisy is. Daisy's usually here by now. She's been with a temporary moderator for me until I get this figured out and I get my laptop, because I prefer doing all this on the laptop, right? So it's a little easier for, not having to have two devices going at one time, so that you can, be interactive with the crew, right? That's what I expect. Okay, so I need to pull up my live chat here. Okay. So is there any updates, Magical, that you've had show up for you in regards to any readings that you had done? Has everything kind of gone in favor, or is there some confusion? So we're just going to start. I'm going to do an overall energy read. So we're going to find out what is all this bizarre, almost, not so much chaotic, but everybody seems to be rushing a lot more than they used to. I just had a blank. Why? Why is it that people are in such a rush all the time? Okay, so we're going to get an overall reading. There's a crystal. So yeah, anyways, I don't know, I was channeling into something that wasn't relevant to this energy. So anyways, I hate that when they do that. I really do. I can't handle when they cross-communicate and it goes bounces, and I've been having enough of it lately, because I didn't do a smudge yesterday and everything, and did communication messages and everything from spirit, source, whatever you want to call him or her. It's a universal love to me. I take a piece of everything in everything that I've learned, and it's like a soup bowl, right? But you have all the ingredients that you need to get through. So the overall energy reading for today is Monday. Oops, sorry about that. It's Monday, October 22nd. So 23rd, 24th. So Wednesday is the full moon. So usually things should start going a bit excuse me, a bit chaotic for the next week. It happens every time there's a full moon. And with it being so close to Halloween, it's going to get even more crazy. Like last year was a phenomenal experience. Um, being awake and third eye and the whole 9 yards. And just beginning to learn to use my channeling for the better good. It freaked me out. I had, all of a sudden I had 2 officers at my house. Next thing you know, I'm reading, and when I was reading from the Bible, the message of the day, it correlated with what was running parallel with my life exactly at that moment. And the only thing was that names, places, and things had changed into a more modern, like my spirituality being written in the form of following through the Bible, right? So I was following it, and it freaked me out, right? And then, and I don't know how to explain this without sounding, well, I'm just going to explain it. You never sound crazy when you're explaining these things because there's so much out there. But I had experienced channeling a gentleman's energy before he actually passed, and it freaked me out. And now what happened was, close to the first time around Halloween it started for me was when I started to awake and I started to do meditation, opening my third eye, and I opened out right at Christmas time or Halloween. So every Halloween it gets really messed up for me. It gets very, very uneasy, freaky. Freaky would be more what the average person would say. To me, it's just natural. I'm learning to accept it, and that's the way it is, right? So, what had happened was I had channeled this gentleman's information prior to him passing, and it freaked me out because I've never actually tuned in to someone's energy right as they're about to transition out, right? Check out, whatever, die, whatever word you want to put there. I said he was moving on. He was moving on forward into wherever he needed to be. But due to the circumstances, I was taken when I started going through this, and they thought for my own safety that I should be in the hospital. So I'd gone to the hospital, and it was just what really blew my mind, and it blew the officer's mind because they had radio silence. And what had happened was 4 blocks away from my house, there was a gentleman shot. So within the matter of, I would say, 45 minutes prior to him losing his life from being shot, I channeled his energy. And that's confirmation to me, to my viewers, the stories that I share are true and authentic. So they went radio silence. They didn't talk about anything. And I said, don't you find that weird that, me being an oracle angel, channeling information, and you guys all of a sudden get a shooting call that's like 4 blocks away from my house? And the officers even looked at each other, and then they looked at me and they said, how did you know about that? I said, because that's who I was talking about. And they went, what? So it got really, really, really strange. So they just kept me at the hospital overnight just to observe what was happening through my channelings and my attachment to the spiritual world. It wasn't letting go at that point. So it kind of freaked me out. But it was like nothing of like scared, freak you out, like blood curdling scare. It was just coming into a new avenue of my channeling that I didn't know I had access to. And I don't like that because that's foretelling the future. And if, the person, all I remember is they're going to kill me, they're going to kill me, they're going to kill me. Is all I kept telling to the officers, they're going to kill me. And they looked at me like I had lost my mind. But I was channeling the young man's energy that he was obviously somewhere asking for help and they wouldn't help him. So I don't know where this place exactly is, but it was a residence. Remote viewing possibly was started, but I didn't complete it. But he lost his life within 45 minutes of me getting that intel. Lost his life from being shot. And I felt really, really somber. I didn't feel over excited. I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel anything but wow was my biggest reaction to that. Was like, wow, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're doing this to me on Halloween of all days. And then bizarre other things were going on at the same time. I've had some really bizarre moments with my reconnection to doing this kind of work, channeling, doing readings, doing past, and doing people that have passed on to the next stage of transitioning the fuck out of here. um, but I always get the traumatic ones, and I accept them. I don't mind. I have, all the space in the world to allow them to find, to do their right, whatever was, left for them to learn in this lifetime. They tend to stay, as I would say, trapped. So basically, my job is to allow them to, kind of right their wrongs before they have, to transition completely. So it's like they kept one foot inside the physical realm, and that's through connection with me. So I've had numerous experiences as far as paranormal. I don't question them. I learned to accept them, and it was a warning that I would have a lot more traumatic events like that if I didn't take my calling. And they even told me, you cannot leave, you cannot go, you can't leave us. And I believe that was the spirit realm saying that I couldn't check out of this physical realm, whether it be a natural death or whatever. There was no way they were allowing me to go anywhere. So long as I stayed in my physical body, I would be fine. And channeling for them, and that's what I've only done, right? So weird things happen when you do become a communicator for the other side, or even present, right? People don't have to be gone just to be able to give a message. So yeah, so with Halloween coming up, I'm a little bit on edge. Can't blame me, because every Halloween goes right sideways on me every time. It never fails. Those are the nights I like to curl up and crawl underneath a big rock and wait for it all to end. But seeing that we have a full moon coming up in 2 days, things are going to start noticing that things are going to be a little bit off. People are going to get weird. It happens at every Halloween. The last 4 years for me, something has gone in and kicked my experience into overdrive, right? So we are going to, and oh, Daisy, do you want to tell Mr. Magical Gaming, or her, what is no, I feel better, but my chest is starting to get congested, like right in here, and my throat was hurting, right? So I took a night off so I didn't have to go and strain my vocal cords, and just took a relaxing night, with my partner. It was much needed. But do you remember what I said we were going to be doing coming up in the next few days? The exciting news that we should announce. You can announce it through the chat. Sorry, my neck is sore. But if you remember, I was asking about the full moon and when would be a good day to do it. I'm shooting for Saturday. I am going to try to shoot for Saturday. Yes, my darling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my laptop up and running tomorrow. So we're going to do some live streams with them. The ones that are resident in my house, it'll freak the fuck out of you. 100%. Anybody that's listened to it has seen me do it. They don't ever come back to my house. They're like they're like the roadrunner going right out of here with them, like a smoke trail leaving behind them. Right? It's nothing new. So yeah, so I haven't done any history on this place. I am not doing any history or looking up any information in regards to the place that we are going to be going to. I will stream it live. I'm going to have to do that via my phone, but I will be able to do it better because we'll be live streaming. Oh yeah, Daisy the Onion. Do you like her new name? I felt like an onion yesterday. So I'm just drinking a lot of water and just keeping myself from being dehydrated. But yeah, so nobody heard anything from Champagne Sea. So Jessica, and she was given 24 hours. So she's out, and Jessica is going to be our runner-up. Yeah, I do too. It's just my throat. Like, see, I'm starting to go hoarse again. It goes in and out like that. It's really weird. I don't like it. I hate how it sounds. But yeah, I'm just drinking lots of water, taking it easy, not really doing a whole lot. Just been making more dream catchers. And this is the one that I started on. absolutely amazing. Right, so this is the one that I just started this morning. I was bored, so I thought I have to do it. So this is it. I don't know if you guys can see the detail in there or not, but it's all like dark brown, like a gold toned and a clear crystal all the way around. So this is almost done. I just have to do the vertical feathers. This is the only one that I have done traditionally in a long time. I haven't really made too many traditional ones. So yeah, so that's the running one, the current. You know, I always have to have 2 or 3 of these on going at all times, right? Oops, yeah. So I don't know if Jessica's going to end up wanting to take the 20-minute read or a dream catcher, but that's what the 2 prizes were. So she has an optional one of them. So yeah, anyways, back on track. I got distracted again. Thanks, Daisy. We're going to do an overall read. Like I was saying to Magical and whoever else is listening, that coming the next few days are going to be like really really off the wall. It always happens. I know without a doubt that there's going to be a lot of sirens, a lot of different energy is going to be fluctuating this coming week, because we're coming in on a full moon. The residual energy from a full moon usually lasts about a week. And, you know, like hospitals get busier, people get crazier, just random, like, you know, stuff that they wouldn't normally do. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but a lot of chaotic kind of confusion, you know, with Halloween coming on top of that. We're in for a big surprise. Halloween energy is not what you expect it to be. It's more of the spiritual side of things. I don't fear Halloween. Halloween has now become one of my more favorite holidays of the year, believe it or not. All because the spirit energy gets lighter. So we're going to do an overall card energy for this evening and taking it into tomorrow evening. What is the energy going to be like for us? Please, Spirit, give us some good news. Oh, the sun in reverse. Ha! That's not a good sign. Sun in reverse would be a moon, wouldn't it? X1X. Okay, so what I'm getting from this one is it's going to be a mirroring of energies. So you're going to feel like right upside down. Like everything that you liked when the sun's shining is going to get turned upside down. So basically, you know, the moon is going to have a very big playing role in this because the sun doesn't want to play, more or less. But there is going to be a lot of magic going on. It's almost like a magic carpet ride, right? But it's not. It's not going to be that magical for some people. It's going to be very trying on their spirit. Halloween gets like that, and that's the only thing I don't like so much about, you know, channeling on Halloween is fabulous for me. I love it. But for the average person that could have lost that loved one or anything, I really can't get overly excited over it. But I do enjoy Halloween over most of the holidays. What was that nursery rhyme with a feather in his cap? Something about a feather in his cap. I don't know. Something about a feather. There was a nursery rhyme, I think. Peter Piper. No. Something about he put a pickle in a pickle or something, and then a feather in his cap, and blah blah blah. I don't know. It's some kind of nursery rhyme. I can't remember. Pied Piper put a something. What is that nursery rhyme with the one that says put a feather in a cap? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. But anyways, feather in your cap. So we're not going to be feeling very carefree over the next little while. Like I said, it's going to get pretty crazy. But you're going to have fun. Like it is a good period to have fun, right? So Halloween is like all about wearing a mask or you know, trying to be somebody that you're not underneath. There's a real you. So maybe that's what that's about, is to always remember that you're the ultimate person that's inside, like a young child. You always have to remember that when you're meeting people that are spiritually awakened, some are more advanced than others. Um, Always just remember that their spiritual awakening it will probably end up to be very similar to the one that you've had, and just to be compassionate. Remember, there's just a little soul inside, right? There's a soul there that still needs to be recognized, that needs to still be brought into the light. So maybe this Halloween is going to be dealing a lot more with like shadow energy, black energy, kind of. Well, the way I look at it, Halloween for me is I can't even talk. My tongue is tied. That's it. I'm done. I quit. Forget it. I'm not doing it. No. Um, is see now what I was gonna say. That it's kind of like swabbing the decks after a big fish run, and you brought all the fish in, and now you're cleaning the decks. So all that shit that was left behind from energy being brought in through portals, through exorcisms, through everything is going to end up leaving it to the spirit workers and the light workers to have to go and clean the mess up that everybody so foolishly invited into this room. Which is no means to me, it doesn't matter. I have more fun cleaning up the mess and hanging out with them than I do working with them. You know what I mean? Like it's bizarre. So yeah, so uh, okay, so I'm gonna do doo wop diddy. What is that song? Doo wop diddy. It's hard to connect to the ones that have it. Yeah, because people that did, find it very difficult in the first place to talk about stuff like this. Like you'll hear it over and over again. People say, "Oh, they think you're crazy," blah blah blah. Confirmation that what you're going through. It's best just to ask somebody, like seriously, open up and just talk to people, because there are people out there that are going through spiritual awakenings, that maybe your spiritual awakening, something will click with them, and they'll find some some validity within themselves and feel like they aren't, losing their mind or going crazy. And that's all we do. We just validate the information, assist people for when they're having a traumatic event, or, reassurance in their spiritual awakening in case something, that they didn't expect to happen happened. And, oh, there goes the electricity again. Something that happened. And get totally closed and isolated, and we don't want people to isolate, especially when you're having a spiritual awakening, because things can get very bizarre and strange for you. It's not good to become isolated. Be social. Get a network built for yourself if you're going to have an awakening, and then go from there, right? All right. Advice on spiritual awakening. Should you ever fear it? I guess my answer would be aware of what the energy is. You'll start experiencing like the shadow side of things. You'll experience shadows popping up. Just random, you think that you're on like a total psychedelic trip, because we all, especially women, can create the DMT trip where you feel like you've just like gone to a whole different realm. And there's been a few times that I've actually not come back unattached. I've attached myself so many times to the other side that sometimes I feel like I'm already there, which is freaky in itself. And I'm not saying that it's the answer to be all answers, because there's so many different experiences that people have. But there is one commonality in it, and it's fear. A lot of people walk into a spiritual awakening with fear. So don't be fearful of it, because the only thing that can hurt you is yourself. Okay, so if you're open and you allow them to be respectful, you respect them back. It's just like a give and take, common sense. Don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with you. Give them, acknowledgement. Share whatever you have as far as spiritual with others, so that they can have a easier transitioning period into the spiritual awakening community. I know that some of them feel like they're very stuck up, very like nose in the air, because they're so much further advanced. Just remember that you're coming from a place of love. They're coming from a place of I'm better than you are, and that's not what it's about. It's not being better than the other person. It's to assist the other person to be as good as you. Nothing that gave you a right to be an egomaniac. But be humble when you do your work. Like, seriously, look at the outcome. Would you rather have a positive person standing beside you or an egomaniac ripping down the street, thinking his shit don't stink and everything else? I would rather be on the side of the more love, coming from a loving position, but still be logical about it, right? You still have to use your logical, because there's a lot of people out there that don't even understand what is really going on, and they just look at you. It wasn't until I had seen my psychiatric doctor, and he told me it is just the perception that you are portraying. I looked at him and I said, "Excuse me, so you guys are all here acting on behalf of me then? Because this is all about me then." And it's not all about me, it's about all of me's that are experiencing it, right? So he couldn't even give me the right answer out of a fucking textbook, because this is no textbook goddamn answer system that you'll be able to even answer. We don't go by textbook here, right? It's not a textbook way of doing things. It's a commonality. Find what resonates with you, with people that are in the awakening community. And even some of them, I think they've got this confused with, like we talked about the spelling bee, right, last week. Or what was it? We talked about making a Scrabble board for the Mandela affected people and how much fun that would be to watch them play it. Remember, Daisy, we were talking about this last time, and how funny it would be because they're going over about spelling bees and this word didn't spell this way. So, all right, so we're going to kind of calm down. I got to kick off my shoes here. Kick off my shoes. I always like to be grounded, even though it's not like outside, but I still feel more grounded than I do any other time. Oops. Okay. So we are on to it is, like that's what I mean with it's hard to connect. It's very you're basically walking on eggshells with anybody that possibly is having an awakening, because their way is the only way. So just let them think that. Okay, breathe. Okay, now I can breathe again. I'm slowing down. I've been going today and had a snooze halfway through the afternoon. But anyways, keep hydrated. I'll feel better. So is Magical still here? I don't know if he's still here, but he was kind of meh. All right, pick a card. Any card. Any card is good. Which card shall we pick today? We'll take this one. Oh, I think somebody is contemplating a relationship or a new business venture. Yeah, or is making an offer to create a business maybe. But there's, or maybe you're trying to see it, trying to plead a story to a person of the court. Does that make sense? Yeah, we're doing the energy read for the night. It's like somebody is pleading something to a court jester type person that has to go up to his manager or higher up that you are pleading for. And they look confused. I don't know. I'm getting like a blank on this one today. It's almost like, to me, what I'm hearing is it's like Halloween, when Jesus and Mary should have had Halloween as the birth of their son. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. But it could be in regards to a new business venture or a new partnership. So it could very well be a partnership that's still not even been brought to the light, that somebody's planning a business venture. And they're seeking out the resources of what they have. they're offering what they have, and they have to make a judgment on this business venture or some, like buying a purchasing, going into like partnership with, and that could be like buying a house, buying a car, marital. Um, but they're seeking the information, and then they're presenting the information that they have. But now is not the time to do it. Give it some more time to lighten up and maybe go over it again. Because you might not get approved the first time, you might get approved the second time. So make sure you're going through this business venture or purchasing purchasing a large ticket item, whether it be a car, boat, motorcycle, house, things that are going to take a lot of your resources, and trying to find which one is going to offer you the best resource. And don't be scared to say that you've got a better chance with a competitor. They may be like, hold the presses, somebody got a cheaper deal than us, blah 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 blah. So that's what I'm thinking. There's going to be a business venture or a business deal, a marrying of the part of like people, like their energy is being married through like that purchase, right? So they're going to put it on hold for the time being, and then look over the details of that. I don't know if that's something that somebody is actually looking into. But it's like the town crier. To me, it's like you're investing in the wrong avenue. It's like one of those. But he's wearing a schmuck. Like he's wearing a. Like back in the olden days, they used to have ironsmiths, and they used to wear that cloak, right? The plastic things so they wouldn't burn from all the sparks. So that's what I'm wondering. There's like a forging of something. So maybe it is a forging of a relationship or a business partnership. And there's the sun in the right way up now. What the heck? So that's proving that the sun is going to be there. It's going to be a while before you see the benefit of this marriage, this business opportunity. But the sun is going to end up giving you the blessings that you do need. And I don't feel that it's going to be the old wise one is what you're going to probably want to deal with. Somebody that has a lot of knowledge, a lot of insight into like business partnerships. It's like the red carpet. Once you get this done, you're going to be walking on the red carpet type thing, like very. You're going to move you into a better position from where you were. It's going to definitely bring some insight and prosperity to your life, or both of your lives, just in case it's a partnership. But it's going to be a little bit hard at the beginning, right? You're not going to see much, evidence of it being there. But by the time, I'm saying even probably 6 months to a year after you start the venture is when you're actually going to see a lot of big changes, and things are going to start working out for you to be able to hang it high and be proud of it, right? So it's definitely going to need work. It's definitely going to need some compassion, some love, youthful spirit. This could be like a bar, like I'm seeing like a nightclub or like a lounge, right? I'm not sure why I'm getting a lounge or like a bar, like an entertainment kind of business, possibly is what it is. And they're getting information from one gentleman, and they're kind of weighing their odds now after the sun came out and showed them everything that they could value. Definitely find value and not have to hit that automatic stop zone, right? You have full clear blessings from the universe saying that you can do this, and that the event that you are going to be embarking on, it will pay off, and it will be a benefit so long as you work hard at it and do diligent, make sure everything is taken care of. Like it's like watering your garden every day in like a heat storm, right? You've got like a sunstroke, and if you're not taking care of the garden's going to fail, right? So whatever, in regards, metaphorically speaking, if you take care of the garden, you'll be prosperous. Like sunflower seeds, you know, they require a lot of sun, right? They require a lot of sun, a lot of hard work, and warmth. So definitely have some loving, warm, compassionate for others. So maybe this is, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure about the business opportunity. Can we get clarification on that business opportunity that we are getting a read for someone's business opportunity plans? Is this a future endeavor? Is this a present endeavor? Can we clarify this business deal? Is it going to be prosperous and continue to build equity? I'm not too sure what this is. Clarify, please. No, that's too many. I get back in there. Okay. And clarify the Three of Pentacles, the Empress. So abundance. So there's definitely going to be abundance, and it landed on the business card on the actual initial energy that we got for like a business partnership. This could be a new addition, definitely a new addition to the mix, because we do have the Empress falling on this. There could be a newborn coming in. There could be, you know, the big ticket items, maybe creating a business so you can make more financially, be more financially stable for the new and incoming business venture. But I don't feel it is. I think it is going to be a newborn child, because I see like you know, those little armbands they put on the babies that say that you're the mom. I see that within the Empress, and she's got the tag on her, so it's definitely something in regards to a child, or you know, like a child, the birth of a child. I definitely feel that it could be the birth of the child, and that they're trying to make rooms, or make, maybe that purchase is a new home because they need a home for the family. I think that's what that is. Yeah, so definitely it's in regards to a pregnancy, a big purchase deal. It could be a new home to make more room for the baby, because we've got another small childlike energy here. Yeah, I think it would be. I'm very close to giving birth. Not me. I'm not close to giving birth. But yeah, you can see that the Empress is demanding that these things get met before the baby does come. So I feel it's a controlled partnership where one is, you know, saying this and telling them and demanding, when, you know, the other person is not even listening to what's being said. So now they have to go into a mediator in this partnership together, because, you know, one person's not saying enough to make things happen, and the other person is saying too much, and they're not balancing that energy to bring it into a full fruition for the sake of a newborn child. I'm not too sure. I just pull them. It's the energy that I feel, and what spirit points out within the reading, and I just tell it. I just speak it, and that's what communicating with spirit is. Not like just like having a hello, hi, how are you conversation. It's a lot different. You're feeling the vibrations. You're feeling, you know, your skin will, your feelings will change. Like even your temperatures will change when you're discussing the matter that's at hand. I don't question any of it that's given to me. I just have to put it into interpretation the best way that I can after, you know, not doing this for years, and it's been a while, right? So I meditate. I meditated earlier today really well, and was more connected with my spirit guides and the spiritual realm that I end up going into when I am. Well, see, that's what it's saying. See, okay, yeah, my eyes bugging me today. But yeah, so it's in regards to a new addition, maybe a baby or a big ticket item. Babies are big ticket items too, though, aren't they? All right. Okay, so we're gonna grab another energy. What other messages, Spirit, do we have to deliver today? Is there one for? All right, Daisy, we're gonna see what's happening with you in magical gaming. Okay, so let's see if magical is still there. I don't know if he is or not, but whoever's there, we're going to get to whoever the two watching now. So this will either be in correlation to the other person that's watching, or it is in correlation to Miss Daisy. All right, Daisy, how do you want me to cut the cards? This is just going to be for fun. Did you want me to do a jump card one for you this time? Or did you want me to do? Only because you're my mod, I'm giving you these freebies. You only get freebies because you're a moderator, okay? So what do you think we're going to expect when we go to the cemetery one? I'm kind of stoked about it. I'm actually really stoked about it. All right. 3 cut. 1 on top. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then you want 1 on top of 2. Like that. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we're going to cut for Daisy the onion now. Not before the spirits get to know that you are an onion. They said. You're funny. You make people cry. You make people laugh. And just being your funny old self is a perfect resonation for you. Anyways, okay, so we're going to pull a card on how they're just as comical sometimes, and others are just kind of like, huh? Meh. No. So we're going to pull a card for Daisy the Onion, our moderator, and see if there's any special, whether it be love. Let's see if we can pull some love for you there, Daisy. Let's see if we can pull out some loving feelings. Oh, the loving feelings. And there you are. You are giving up on your 7 of Pentacles. You can't give up. That was in reverse. So you can't be spending more than you're making. Are you spending more than what you have sown? Because if you're spending on money that you've put away, and you're kind of looking at it. Oh, hang on. I'm live. Sorry about the interruption. So yeah, the 7 of Pentacles. But you have 1 securely between your feet, and you're kind of pondering if you should go and buy something. Are you spending your monies on this newfound item that are you sure you can afford? I don't know. Okay, so let's get clarification on your 7 of Pentacles here. When would be a good time for Daisy to invest or harvest her savings or whatever she is looking to possibly engage herself into a spending spree? All right, so we're going to do a jump card. Come on, Spirit Energies, give us a clarification on direction for Daisy Onion to take with this 7 of Pentacles. Is there a clarification? Oh. Okay. For Daisy the Onion, clarification on the 7 of Pentacles, please. Okay, come on, give me jump cards. Okay, we've got like 4 more that we have to hit it in, or we are going to just pull a card. So what is a clarification for her 7 of Pentacles, please? Okay. Oops. Okay, last one. If you don't get a jump card, we're going to pull a card. And last. Ah, there you go. See? And there you go. Ace of Swords. So the universe is this is embarrassing. The universe is going to give you exactly what you need in due time. Yeah, you should wait a little while because you've got more bumps than there is like smooth sailing. So definitely take your time. There's still a few more bumps in the road, so make sure that you're using it wisely. The universe will provide you with the answers if you request it from them. But give it some time. Don't go and harvest too much too fast, right? But you will have all clear signs. I would say probably in like anywhere from 6 weeks, 6 months, or in 33 days. There's a couple of different timelines for you there. All right. Is there anything else in regards to this? Is this in regards to a partnership that she may be enduring? Is there any love in the forecast with her and her pentacles? Let's see what the love forecast is for you. We'll find out. Let's see. Let's see what the love has in store for you. This is based on a love interest, easy, is what I'm wondering. Are you basing this on a love interest? Oh. The moon card. So you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Our moon. You're coming out of the water. So are you a Scorpio or a Gemini? I see two. So it could either be Pisces because there's two fish, Gemini, or you're dealing with another water sign like Scorpio or Cancer. But the moon isn't looking too favorable. It's looking down with a bit of like concern. Oh, there you go. So that's where your energy, because I get the resemblance of two all the time. Usually means like for me, like the Pisces sign or Cancer sign has the same. It's like a mirror image. Or there's the Gemini twins. But yeah, you're coming out of like shark infested waters into a much more better path that will be illuminated for you. But just be careful of you might have to cross through one more trial kind of thing with the new moon coming. It shows two dogs barking at the moon. I don't know if that means anything like why two dogs would be barking at, one dog's barking at the moon. But I see you coming out of the water. You're on dry land and you have a long journey ahead, so make sure you're looking after these pentacles because you still have a bit of a ways to go. But it's more clear than it is visible. Like it will become very clear to you in the matter of a snap of a finger. It'll go from like you're like walking on green grass and all of a sudden it changes to water, so you're back in your element. That could be because we're going through a Scorpio moon right now coming up. So that could be the Scorpion energy coming in to cause that kind of that out of your element kind of feeling. So you might be feeling a bit out of your element for the next probably 2 weeks or 2 months before you'll start seeing it, finally, how do you say it? It's released. It's releasing itself. Even though you're out of your element, you'll be able to handle it just fine. So don't feel like you're ever out of your element because you do have the sun behind the moon, right? So there is the two combinations of a positive and negative, for say, like just saying that you do have both the energies working in favor for your journey, 100%. So, is this a love interest? I'm wondering if it is because there's two of you. So you could be interacting with another fellow sign of yourself, the Pisces, because there's two. He could be a Pisces too as well. He could be the same water, Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces. But then again, he could also be an air sign, which is Aries, right? So it's showing me air, like little, like leaves blowing in the wind. So that would represent air to me, right? So that's definitely, you'll be connecting either with another Aries. What is the moon going into? I haven't even checked yet. I wonder if that's after the Scorpio energy. It's going into what? Isn't it going into an Aries? I'll have to check that. Okay, so yeah, I'll show you the card. This little card has the sun, and right below it there's like little twinkles of flame, right? It's going into Taurus. Okay, thank you. But see how it's got the little resonating. Hang on. Let me just speed up my video so I can see that you guys are actually okay. So you see this card, it's got the sun behind the moon. It's illuminating the path that you're going to walk down. And then it shows a Scorpio coming out of the water onto dry land, which is out of his element. He's not used to being on dry land, but it's being like shark-infested waters. It's time to get out of there. This could resonate that, the shark-infested waters are too much and you're just wanting, an easier path to get across this moat, right? This little hardship that you might face. But you'll be in clear sailing waters again, further in your travels. But I do see these little, almost like little lights that are floating in the air. They look like little leaves blowing, but it's fire. So maybe that's why. That's why I see that. But it's not compromise. You're compromising too much into it. Like the moon isn't working in the favor of what is said to be done here with the tides and everything. It's making you have to come out of your element. So it's forcing you to come out of the element that you're so comfortable in, try something different, and just get through this journey, and you'll be on the right path. You'll definitely be, if you follow your guides and everything and all your signs, you'll definitely be heading on the right path, and you will end up back in your element, back into the water. All right, so that's where you thrive best, is close to water. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're shifting homes, and this is, the journey right between here on this land is the journey to the new place. So there could be maybe a rental property, or you may be purchasing a home, a new home for future, right? Because after that, it's just clear sailing, right? So that could be also what you're pondering these pentacles for. So go with what you feel is right, but give it a little bit more time. See if we can pull some more pentacles for you. The outcome of this reading for Daisy is, oh, I got heartburn. The outcome for Daisy's 3-card spread today. What is the overall outcome that she should be looking for within her existence? So strength, and the King of Swords. There you go. So you got the Leo, which brings you the strength to get through this. So that's going to bring you the strength to get through this like land adjustment period, just slight, kind of bump in the road. And then you have the King of Swords, and we had the Ace of Swords, and it's giving you blessings. You no longer have to be on guard. You can actually let go and release. Or is this in correlation to somebody that passed away? See, and I just asked the questions. I just got a sense of somebody passing away, or somebody that has already passed, and it's already done, and you're releasing it for the universe to take care of it, right? The energy. So it could mean that you had a spiritual death, like how you let go of your spiritual death. You end up like with the Death card or the Devil card. But I don't see it as you're getting assistance maybe from the other side, from someone that has passed away. That could be very well where that energy is coming from, that's pushing you in the right direction to make these wiser decisions. Yeah, I see that it's ancestral. And everything is mirroring, right? You're mirroring your energy with whoever you're connecting with. Wow. But you will end up being the King of Swords. Like, you'll end up prospering with this. That's just like totally bizarre. We have 2 singularity wands, so this means 1. So by yourself, you're gonna achieve greatness with this, and your pentacles are gonna end up coming out, and it's being provided to. and being provided. And there's the Empress again. So you're feeling like the Empress right now with what you have sown. Like the pentacles that you have sown are putting you in a very strong-powered, self-willed kind of situation, so that you'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet, and there isn't anything that can take you out of that position, right? So and that's the second time the Empress card has shown up. So there could be new abundances available to you to increase your pentacles. She's all about abundance and prosperity and nurturing, right? Nurturing the situation. Still look after those pentacles that you do have, because you will end up nurturing them into manifesting something that you really want. And you have the strength, you have the go-ahead, and you'll have the leadership that will guide you down the right direction, and always be determined in your own free will that you can handle this. Like, you can handle going through this, this little bump in the road that we're having from, having to come back onto land, somewhere where we're not familiar with, but you're able to overcome it. You end up with the King of Swords for that one. And then you've got the Empress, which gives you fertility and abundance falling on your Pentacle card. So that's a good omen. You have good things coming your way for sure. But you have to remember to not take so much, don't take too much and read too much into anything. You will have the balance for a long time yet. You have a lot of balance around you, because they're coming out in 2s, right? So 2 is always balanced. 1 and 1 make 2, right? So you always have the stiff columns. You'll always have, yourself and your other half. I don't know if you have another half, or if this is the new energy that's coming in for you. Could be a Scorpio. Could very well be coming into, your territory where, you're feeling a little more at ease. With that energy, with another water sign, you feel a little bit more connected to that person if they are a water sign. I'm thinking that land or earth energies aren't very complementing of each other, right? They don't complement each other when it comes to a Pisces and, say, an earth sign, right? So yeah, so there's definitely good things coming in. Like, there isn't anything negative from this reading that I can see that would ever even remotely say that you were in trouble in any way. But just be careful of, pondering your pentacles and make sure you're looking after them, and don't overspend there. Like, take maybe 1, but leave the rest, so at least they can recoup whatever you want to spend, and not to go overboard. Just spend 1 pentacle is what you can afford right now. Only spend what you can afford, because these other ones are going to bring you into these other strengths for you that could possibly mean new location, remote moving into a more desirable element for you. I'll hide my money again. Yeah, that's what I usually do. I try to hide my money too, but it's always usually gone quicker than I can spend it. No, it's just it's saying be patient. Just be patient with what gifts are coming. They will all be revealed to you in due time. That you'll have enough strength to get through, and you have enough to get you through to whatever this new energy that's going to be coming in for you. Possibly a moving of the home, or maybe relocating across the world, like across a continent, maybe from one side all the way. Say if you live on the Atlantic coast, you move into the Pacific coast, or you're going to be moving towards possibly an area of water, which is something that is closer to your element, right? So that's what I would have to say about that. But your path will be illuminated. You will know what is good and which is bad, right? So yeah. So I'm not going to spend too much today. I thought I'd just do the one group reading here, and thought I would pick my mod, little Daisy. We got to get more people watching this. I forgot to share the stream tonight, so we were getting up to, like, I think it was like 10 or 11 people the other night, and I can't even remember what we were talking about. But I forgot to share it on Twitter and my Facebook and a couple other places. So we didn't get as much viewer response this time, but I enjoy it. You know, we had, I believe it was 10 at the maximum the other night, and it was really cool. And that was because I shared the link. So I'm definitely I definitely cannot forget to share the link when I do my live ones. But I think I'm going to do daily daily ones in the morning for all signs, and then whoever resonates. You're like, oh my god. Oh, it's mind blowing. You know, like how can it be just, you know, it's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing to me to be able to offer it. You know, and you know, Kimchi has been another great blessing to the channel. I enjoy having her energy around. It's really cool. I don't know where she is yet, but she's gonna be. I missed your live feed again. We'll say, you know, we always say good things about everybody. It's all good. You'll be able to catch me on the fly side. You know, don't forget that I did mention you all here. You know, but if anybody hears from Jessica, as of tonight, it is Monday, 7:09. So Jessica has until 7:09 tomorrow night. Yeah. So if you happen to see Jessica or leave a chat, all she has until 7:09 tomorrow night, 24 hours, just like everybody else, to claim her prize. If not, then we're gonna have a redraw for it. We'll have to redraw it and see how it comes. But I'm sure that Jessica, I know she wasn't feeling well either, so hopefully we can get her a prize. And that was either a 20-minute free reading or a dream catcher, one of the smaller ones. And you pick which one you want. And if you want a different color choice, you can always make a different color choice. That's always possible. And Miss Daisy, I don't know what I'm gonna have to get for you. You have to tell me some of the things that you like, so then I can like buy like little gift packs and just email them out. You know what I mean? Like, or a gift card or something, like for shopping somewhere, like give you a $10 gift card for being a mod or whatever, right? Yeah, so let me know. Don't forget to donate, like, share, and comment the videos. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys showing up, even if there's only a few of you. It's still worth it to me to come out here and do what I do. And it'll take some time to get up there, but I know that I will. And I have good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, and goodbyes. But I never say goodbye because that's too permanent. Work probably ate them up. Well, thank you, Daisy. I love the compliments too. Yeah, work probably ate them up. But if they do happen to pop in or leave a comment, hopefully you'll have commented. Even leave a comment on my about page or my discussion board, because I do have a discussion board that's on my tabs on my channel with all my links and everything. Just go to the discussion board, type it in there, or comment on this video, Jess, so we can confirm that you are adding your that you're ready to take on the prize. Thank you for the guidance. No problem, Daisy. You have a blessed night. I'm going to sign off. I got to go take some throat medicine here. And that tastes gross. So enjoying the days and enjoying the night. So it's Shaman Emmy signing off at 7:17. Oh, no, it's only 7:12. Hey, my birthday, 7:12. Okay, gotta go. Signing off. Love you all. Peace, love, and light. And don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, please. And feel free to watch any of the other ones. And please feel free to share a comment. Okay. I love you all. Peace, love, and light. And this is Shaman Emmy signing off until next time. Have a spooky weekend. Spooky weekend's coming. Woo. I should have some like eerie music playing as we go out. Dun, 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 dun. I definitely need some outro music now for scary movies. So if you can think of one in your head, think of it, and we'll just kind of do an outro here of the spooky stream. So the update for the spooky stream will probably be happening on Saturday. I'm saying around, I'll probably get out there probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock. By the time I actually figure everything out, I will probably be closer to like 9. I want to shoot for about. I would like to stay there till midnight, but I'm not too sure what the private property policy is, so I just want to keep it on the up and up. but it's going to be interesting. I'll do a couple live streams with my energy so you guys can get to hear it for yourself and see how chaotic my house does get. Maybe you'll even hear the soul screaming from hell. Who knows? I can never guarantee anything, but I know I can guarantee you something, that it will be afoot. I have a lot of energies around me that enjoy to be here, and they don't have to leave, but they do leave on their own accord. So we'll see what happens in the next coming days. It's going to be pretty spookalicious. Spookalicious. All right, so peace, love, and light. Good night. I'm going to just leave a comment in the chat. I'll put 7:30. October. What is it? 22nd? Or is it 21st still? 22nd, right? 22nd. So it'll be 23rd. Okay. Okay, so I'll just have to add a public comment. Oh, prize. 7:30. October 23rd. Okay. So I'm just going to put it actually in the comments. And I'll just put my email. Okay. So I just told her to email me in regards to claiming her prize. And that's it. So we're going to pin that so it doesn't get bumped. Okay, and if you haven't, if you're in your ventures, Daisy, wherever, then maybe you can pop it up to her and say, hey, go get your prize, girl. Or else we're going to have to redraw the prize, and that's okay with me, but I don't know if it'll be okay with the rest of you, because the ones that win better be ready to win. Because we want winners, we raise stars, and that's all we have to raise. So like, share, donations can be made to Shaman Emmy. https://www.paypal.me/Shaman Emmy. And I'll put that in the comments. It should actually be in the blog part already, but alright, so there we go. That's it. No worries, I will hunt her down. Just don't eat her, okay? We aren't being carnivores. Just don't eat the prey. I'm kidding. Be gentle when you're approaching spooked prey. Alright. Well, you have a lovely evening, Miss Daisy, and we will talk soon. I'm checking out, so you better check out, and we all be checking out. Alright? So love you. Night, y'all. Have a blessed evening, and we'll get back to you Tuesday at 7:30. We will be live again at 7:30 p.m. October 23rd. We'll be discussing more about the big spook fest that we're going to have live via YouTube on Saturday. Seeing as there's a new moon coming, I'd like to do it on that full moon, but that's on Wednesday, so I'm not too sure. I haven't really thought about doing it on Wednesday. We could try. We can see what happens when we do the first live feeds, because it hasn't been like a couple weeks since I've communicated with them through the box, so they might be a little bit. They might even be new ones. You know, there probably could even be they could have transitioned off, but who knows? But I had a man and a woman that were, a girl probably in her early 20s, a young spirit, doing my gatekeeping. So, with that all in a store, chop, chop, we out of here. We are done for today, and have a blessed night. Night, y'all.